So we're wrapping up our series on emotion regulation for kids. I've given you guys 4 strategies. We've talked about explaining the brain, naming emotions, identifying and filtering thoughts, and today we're going to talk about flipped lids and calm down corners. So go back and check out those videos. You don't want to miss them, and join us today. We're going to talk about emotion self-regulation for kids, calm down corners, and we're even going to show you an example of what one could look like. So first of all, let's talk about what is self-regulation. Basically, children learn that from their parents and caregivers. We model for our kids how to manage and what it looks like when we are experiencing strong emotions such as anger, disappointment, sadness, etc. So something tells me that maybe we need to talk more about calm down corners for adults. Some of you might be wondering, are children able to manage their emotions? The answer is yes. Research shows that while infants have a limited capacity to self-regulate as early as 3 months of age, babies show that they can shift their attention to help control their emotion. The emotion regulation improves dramatically just within the first year of the child's life. One of the reasons is that connections are being made from the prefrontal cortex to the areas that involve emotion reactivity. Once children are about 3 or 4 years old, we can start to hear children verbalizing strategies that help reduce intense negative emotions. Here are 4 ways that they do that. One is they reduce sensory output by closing their eyes or covering their ears. Also, they talk to themselves. They'll say, "It's okay, mommy's coming back." Kids also will change their goals. So when they're being left out of a game, sometimes they'll say, "That's okay, I didn't want to play anyway." That's a strategy that they're using to reduce their unpleasant, strong emotion. Another strategy is they'll just work at repairing the solution. So they might decide that they actually want to share the toy because they want to repair the conflict. Helpful to come up with a plan, a family plan on how to deal with this. And one of the ways that you can deal with these strong emotions is by creating a calm down corner. Okay, so what is a calm down corner? A calm down corner is a place in your home. It could just be a small little part of a room that has some tools and strategies for your child to self-regulate. It's a voluntary place for them to go. This is wonderful for kids who are currently experiencing trauma or have in the past, who might have developmental delays, sensory issues, or have special needs. The ultimate goal of a calm down corner is for your child to voluntarily choose to go into that corner when their strong emotions are escalating and rising, and for them to choose to go to that place to calm down before they act out. That is your ultimate goal. You might be wondering what the difference is between a calm down corner and a timeout. In our home, we use timeouts as a consequence for a violation of a boundary that is set in our family. So physical harm to one another, disrespect, defiance. If there's a certain rule like that that's broken in our home, we implement a short, age-appropriate timeout for our children to learn that there are consequences to our action. In a timeout, the parent sets the time. In a calm down corner, the child gets to set the time. In both situations, the calm down corner as well as the timeout, you'll want to validate the child's strong emotion. Talk to them about how feelings are normal. It's all about what you do with them that will make a situation better or worse. And so when you're talking with your child coming out of the timeout, you want to talk to them about why, what to do for next time, how to correct the behavior. You might want to pray with them, and you definitely want to teach them also how to apologize for their behavior. Both situations, you'll want to praise the children coming out of a timeout. They're going to have some rich time in back with you. There's no grudges held. They get a clean slate and they're starting over. In a calm down corner, you'll also want to praise them for using that space for working at regulating their own emotions and managing them. Lots of benefits to calm down corners. It encourages emotional intelligence. It normalizes intense emotions that we all feel and experience. It creates positive coping skills for children, and it gives structure and stability for those kids who need that especially. As children work at regulating their strong, intense emotions, it also increases their capacity to be more empathetic. They don't get as overwhelmed when dealing and trying to manage other children's strong emotions, and they can be more supportive. So let's jump in and take a look. I'm excited to share with you an example of what a calm down corner would look like. If you guys have any questions, let us know. Drop it down in the comment section. And I'm also excited to see examples of what you guys have in your home as calm down corners, or as you create and build a safe space for your children as they learn to navigate their strong emotions. This is an example of what a calm down corner could look like in your home. We have gathered some things just around our home. Remember, you don't have to buy brand new. You can just grab pieces that you already have. So first, you're going to want to start by having a comfortable place for your child to sit, some sort of chair, a rocking chair, or we have these plush chairs that were gifted to the girls from Pottery Barn, a cozy blanket, and for some children, even having a weighted blanket would be really helpful, because the weights in the blanket can help make the child feel extra secure, especially children who have sensory integration issues or who are struggling with trauma that they've experienced. Having a cozy stuffed animal that they can cuddle with, or a pillow, can also help them feel really secure. Another key tool is having a cheap CD player, something that the child can, if they wreck, then it's no big deal, but for them to be able to have music that they can listen to. I know our family has recently been enjoying Matt and Josie Minikis, their hymns, psalms, and lullabies. I'm going to link everything on the website. Soothing music that will help to calm and relax your child is key. It also might be helpful to have a timer. This one is not as child friendly, but having a timer that when the child comes into the space, they can set the clock so that they are able to decide how much time they may need in their calm down corner. It helps them with time management skills as well. Some creative tools in the calm down corner could be having like a coloring book. Our girls like this one, having a few crayons or pencil crayons. Chock Full of Design has some excellent chalkboards that you can use, chalk or wonder sticks, for the child to get creative with how they're feeling. They can do feeling expression or just distract themselves by engaging in activities that way. You'll also want to encourage your children to do a feelings check-in. So we like a Jim Borgman's How Are You Feeling Today? Emotions. You've got several different faces. Sometimes the child doesn't understand what the face represents, but if you go through it with them several times, then they will be able to come over here and identify. They could circle or put like a sticky note where they're feeling. For really young children, a simple book like this, My Facebook, can help the child look through what these kids are feeling, and they can start to identify with what emotion that they might be struggling with. Another idea is finding a game that has emotions in it, and the child can look through some of these card thingies and choose how they might be feeling. If you had like a little Ziploc bag, you could post or have them put the card in the envelope, and they can talk to you about their emotion when time allows. Another idea is this journal by Promptly Journals. They can come here into their calm down corner, and they can choose what area of their journal, depending on what emotion they're feeling, how they want to express themselves in the journal. And Kristen Jensen at Protect Young Minds offers lots of emotion regulation type tools for strengthening self-worth also in children, and she has this some free printables, and the older children are able to express themselves. This says, when I am feeling and I need. So it helps the child express what they might need in order to help regulate their emotions. Those of you who are into essential oils, you can make a calming spray for your child with lavender and certain essential oils that could help them smell, if they spray it on their blanket, it can help them relax more physiologically. We also want children to express gratitude, especially when they're feeling the strong, unpleasant emotions. So this little gratitude journal can be found on Amazon. It's also linked, and doing a quick check-in about what they are grateful for can help change the pathway in the brain and to get them feeling more positive, pleasant emotions. We also have a whole list of books on our website to help with emotion recognition, emotion regulation. These workbooks are for older children, and just books that help with social emotional learning, such as inclusion, kindness. We love this one. The Rabbit Listened is all about empathy. 𝐤𝐦𝐿 newest book about how the world needs who you are meant to be. It might also be helpful to have a little basket that has more manipulative type tools. I know we really like by September and Co. these Character Matters cards, so this can encourage children to, if they're able to read, to also look up a character trait that they might want to focus with. So this helps them to think outside of themselves and gets them connected to people and relationships once they are finished in their calm down corner and they can jump back into the world around them. Having some manipulatives like these twistables, or for younger children, being able to string on, having a spinner might be helpful for children who need to focus their attention on something to help calm down. Any squishable or stress ball type things, as well as some, I don't even know what this is called, but some tool that can help them to focus their attention, help calm down. I also wanted to bring to your attention this tool. They're called self-calming cards, and there's a deck of cards. There's different categories. There's auditory and verbal, self-nurturing, creative, humor tools that you can choose which cards out of the deck that will be appropriate for your child to use in their calm down corner as strategies, specific and practical ways that the child can actively calm down. So, and to help identify your space, it might be helpful to have a sign so your child knows that this space in the house is actually a designated area for them to come, for them to engage in these self-calming strategies. Wonderful company called Eventide Pennant Company, and she makes these beautiful pennants, and you have the option to even put the word calm on this pennant. And so check them out, and this is a nice way to show that this space is meant for calming and a place where the child can relax. Instead of having a corner with a chair, some of you might want to use like a teepee or a tent type place where the child actually can feel like they're surrounded in a safe space. So there are lots of options, lots of opportunities for you to create a wonderful calm down corner that will help your children self-regulate their strong emotions. It's so calm in here. Don't be shy about just trying this in your home. Try out a space, grab some of these items from around your home that you already have and start implementing this. Maybe you can show your child that you're going to try this the next time you're feeling frustrated, and you can model for them by going to the calm down corner and have a book there and read for a little bit. Try and experiment, have fun with this, share with us what you do. I'm so excited to see what you guys have in your home, and let's just share together as we work on improving emotion regulation for our families.